Welcome to another episode of Wet Brains Podcast, brought to you by insert sponsor here. Anyway, this is your boy $2 store E-boy coming at you with another episode of the Wet Brains Podcast with the boys once again. Let's hear it from our boy Benjo. What's up, bro?
Yo, man, what's good? I'm good.
That's good. What about you, Liam? How you doing?
Dude, fresh. I'm feeling good.
Fresh as fuck. Keenan, how about you?
Hi.
Fucking munching. Okay.
What a degenerate.
I know, right? What a fucking degenerate. All right, Coby, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing better than Keenan.
Ah, that's good. And then last but not least, Miguel. Keenan, shut the fuck up. Miguel, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Ah, great. So, we'll be filming another episode, and I think something that we'd want to talk about is a little bit of our experiences when it comes to sleeping with each other. I mean, in a way where you're just...
Whoa, dude. I like that.
Nah, but we're just here to bring up stories about... reminiscing about the days where sleepovers were still a thing, you know? Anybody got any bright stories from the get-go?
Can I
vivid moments?
Can I just get out of the way
moments.
that my very first sleepover ever was trash? Like, I left because I was scared of sleeping in the dark. Like, that first sleepover would have been the first time for a sleepover and the first time for me sleeping in the dark. So, like, I couldn't take it. I was, like, scared of something coming down the hallway, opening the door and be like, yo, let me fucking eat your ass. So I went home because my friend was just, like, the house just was, like, just down the street. And I went home and I was like, I'm not sleeping in the dark, dude. Fuck that. Because I sleep
How
with the
old
light
were
on.
you?
7.
That's right.
Which friend
7
was
years
this?
old.
Which friend was this?
Bird.
I'll probably that out later, but yeah.
Oh, shout out.
Shout out.
Shout
his
out.
mom was my 5th grade teacher. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Shout
So-
out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, maybe we could build off that if you guys want to like talk about your first.
Start off
I
with
guess
your
our
first
first?
sleepovers.
Damn. Well, I can't really recall my first because, you know, I just remember for a lot of my youth, I wasn't allowed to really, like, hang out with friends. It was, like, sleepover for a bit. I think it was, like, middle school is when I started, you know, hang out with my friends more outside of just the school grounds. And, yeah, I think my first sleepover was probably at Javier's house. I don't know if we can bleep that out. Or it's fine. He's fine. He's a big name. He does shit now. He has his own podcast. Oh, shout out. Not sponsored. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at his house. It was just our small group of friends, and you know, I don't think anything bad happened necessarily at our first sleepovers. It wasn't until like we started getting older that shit got a little more raunchy, you know.
Raunchy as in how?
Just a lot of dry humping. And
Did he have his hand down your pants?
no,
Whoa.
nothing like that. Nothing like actual.
Keep it halal. Keep it halal.
Keep it halal, you know, kosher, as they say. Or you guys, I don't know. My first experiences were not really that crazy.
I feel like you gotta start with tame and you build up over time.
Yeah, I feel like it starts pretty tame when you're younger, and then as you get older, things get a bit freaky. I don't know.
Especially when it's all dudes. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if girls have like this exact same experience with like, but like when it comes to like a guy sleepover, it's very, very homoerotic.
Yeah, it's very gay.
It's surprisingly
Just flat out.
It's like I'm not gay and you're not gay, but let's do really gay things like dry hump. Okay, that's an assumption,
That's
obviously.
what's going on in Alex's mind.
But like it's I don't know, bro. It's just like you just do shit that just isn't.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't do it in public, but if you're with your homies, all of a sudden, everything's not off limits anymore.
I think it's a testament to how assured we are with our own sexualities that we can just do that and not feel weird about it, right? Like, ooh, think about it like that. And we were doing that when we were younger. Dude, we've always known who we are as people. I'm just saying. Just the way you spin it.
True. I don't know. I feel like it sort of evolves from something. Like, I think you play nothing but video games, or like you do shit together, and then as you get older and older, it's more like certain substances and alcohol.
For sure, there was a lot of like Wii Sports. There was a lot of Wii Sports when sleepovers, you know, growing up. PlayStation games. Yeah. I'd still do that now.
I don't know. It's like a lot of FIFA too. A lot of FIFA. Don't get me wrong. It's like
Yeah.
that go-to game.
Oh, yeah.
FIFA. But like, I don't know. It's sort of. I don't know which sleepover would be better. Like when you're like a sleepover when you're older, or sleepover when you're younger. Because I think they both have like their merits. You know.
I think it's all relative to your age. Like if you're younger,
Yeah,
like
true.
fucking yeah. Obviously, the less. Like, the more mundane sleepovers would be more appealing than fucking dry humping your friends. Like, if you're 7 years old and you're seeing, like, I don't know, future footage of you dry humping your friends, dude, 7-year-old you is going to be like, what the hell is this? I want to do that.
It's an acquired taste. Dry humping.
I
Your
guess
first-
so.
Yeah.
So for you guys, like, when did you start, thinking or seeing that like the sleepovers are getting a little more extreme than they used to be?
Sixth
think-
grade.
Like, can you pinpoint
Wait,
a
wait,
specific
how old is
sleepover that
sixth
was
grade?
like
I think I was 12.
6?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
mine was 12.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I specifically remember a sleepover I had with you, Benjo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think
That's
it was
right.
around that time, like 5th grade, 6th grade. And I remember Orlando, God bless his soul, would do nothing but fucking pinch your fucking nipples. he just pinched everyone's fucking nipples, and I don't know why, but he had like a nipple pinching phase, and it was the most weirdest time. I remember he literally gave us fucking purple nipples, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like I
Not a
had
good
bruises on my fucking, like I was a big boy, my big man titties, my big boy man titties, and like
Yeah.
fuck, he was just a savage with them. And it was just weird. Like we were playing Minecraft, the next thing you know, it pinches your fucking nipple, and I don't know.
That sounds like a good time.
No, it was not great. It was not a good time.
Minecraft sounded like a good time.
Minecraft was fine. That was great. I mean, yeah, until you're like trying to like mine for some fucking diamonds, the next thing you know, you're fucking getting your nipples pinched, dude. Come on, dude.
I think that might have been the same sleepover where I looked at porn on his iPad.
Yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
the
is this-
sleepover I was talking
Is this
about.
RedTube Gremlin?
Yeah, man. Alex and his
I
little,
see.
his mitts,
Hashtag.
man. His grubby little fucking mitts. Hey, Banjo, come up here, dude. I want to show you something. I go up to the top bunk. I'm crawling over to his side. And he's got the iPad here. It's like, yo, check it out. He fucking shows me. I'm like, it's kind of nice. Like, you know, hey. So,
Sick fuck cunt.
yeah. Something else, dude.
There's always
Wow.
an introduction to like porn from a very young age for like quite a lot of people. I don't know, probably from someone
Yeah.
else. Ah man, but Jesus,
I think
it's
my
really weird to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think like my most memorable sleepovers would have to be whenever I slept over at like Benjo's house. I don't know, I just got a lot of I think it's just because I went there so often, right? You know, there that specifically, you know. Oh, technically I was on the floor by the closet there. He didn't let me sleep with him, you know. He wanted space.
Yeah. Obviously,
But,
he slept there on the floor.
Yeah, right there. I don't know. Do you guys have any experiences with Benjo? You know, sleeping over? I know Alex had a couple. Had a great one.
Spoken of Picos.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That.
Yeah, the whole Orlando ordeal.
Yeah.
Why does it always involve Orlando?
Honestly,
He's
I
a-
have no idea.
He's the
Wasn't there, like-
purveyor of like weirdness, you know,
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like you know how there's like lightning rods that attract like lightning to strike that certain place. He's like the conductor of just like gay and bad shit. You know, like
Yeah.
if he's there, you like it's expected. Something's gonna happen. Some form of like dry humping or maybe like
Sexual activities.
sexual activity. Exactly. And it's
I mean,
like
that's
well,
technically why
yeah.
we went always to his house for sleepovers. Like, because we just wanted it to be so scuffed.
true. Yeah.
Wait, that's what you wanted?
That's what Keenan wanted.
May I
Nah, you
fucking
can't speak for the
got
group,
to
dude.
drink, see Sean like be a guinea pig. Fuck yeah.
You guys see Sean naked?
Yeah,
Isn't that a cult classic at this point?
But
Yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah, he was
expected.
basically, I don't even remember Sean with clothes.
Dude, you know what? That's true, man. It's hard to remember him.
You
with
know
clothes
who
at
else
this point.
doesn't, remember him with clothes? His fucking instructor, dude.
Shout out to
Fucking
one of the previous
puppet.
episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to know more about that story, what we're referencing, check out our previous episode with Sean Pierce. What is he, Marine?
Yeah, Marine Moments featuring
Yeah,
Sean.
Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Marine. Yeah, the Marine
Pull up the
episode.
clip.
Shout out John Cena.
Champ.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, like, I think, like, there are a lot of moments that you guys shared, partly because a few of you live in the very general vicinity next to each other, so obviously you're more inclined to hang out. And then there's, like, Miguel and Coby and I who occasionally visited you guys all the way down there. Not
Down
in that
south.
kind of way. Yeah.
No, definitely that kind of way.
Okay. And
Okay.
and then, like, you sort of realize, like, you just get up to, like, this, like the weirdest kind of shit just for, like, the entertainment. Because obviously down there, there's not much to do. So obviously you have to keep yourself busy with what you got around you. And obviously, there's no better way to keep yourself busy than just doing stupid shit with, like, the boys.
That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I think, like, a lot of really fun moments that a lot of you guys have, and that I also have, is like some of the moments where we slept over. Because, like, that's, for some reason, there's what I think about sleepovers is, like, there's a bigger ability to bond with someone, because, like, you sort of remove the work, you sort of remove, like, the other people, and then you hang out with people that you sort of connect with, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're able to have, like, really good conversation, well, quote unquote good conversations, with people there, and just to, like, get to know them on a more personal level. And then sometimes people would, like, bring up the problems as well during sleepovers, even though it may be slightly uncalled for, and they might be, like, just random, whether it's, like, girl issues or other kind of fucking issues, And then the broskies, the usual, you're a fucking degenerate, and then they'll tell you they love you and how much you're doing good, king, stand up, don't forget your crown.
Yeah.
I
What about
think
you, dude?
me.
Yeah, what about you? Like, I'm sure, like, you've had your fair share of sleepovers with other people near your place, right?
Yeah, I've had, like, I've had a plethora of sleepovers with, like, other groups of people. I wouldn't say, like most of them are from, like, nights out when you go out partying, and then, like, I just need a place to sleep.
Yeah.
And then, like, we like get McDonald's, and then we, like, fucking play FIFA, and then we chill, right? And then most of the time we just, if we're, like, somewhat alive or somewhat sober, or we're coming off, like, whatever we were doing, you have, like, a good conversation, talk about how things went, and then maybe be on a more personal level and talking about things that we sort of think about, And that sort of led me to have, like, insights about how people think and how people feel, and then also how I feel and think about certain things as well.
Yeah.
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 And I don't know, it sort of helps me, like, despite, like, it being random, it sort of helps me to understand the person on another level, and sort of, like, be able to bond with that kind of person outside of, like, school, or outside of going out for, like, lunch or dinner or something like that, because you're obviously in a very intimate environment, so obviously you'd have to be, like, willing to open up to a person, because, like, what's the point of you sleeping over at some person's house, right? If you're not gonna, like, be intimate in some not that kind of way, but, like, opening up.
If the
Get your
boys
fucking
ain't
mind out
fucking,
good.
it's not a sleepover. I'm just.
If there's no dry humping, y'all didn't sleep together properly.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, like, I remember, like, all the times I had to share a bed with, like, 3 or 4 other fucking dudes, right? And it was, like, the most uncomfortable fucking experience, because we had one fucker taking up the entirety of the fucking bed, another fucker snoring his fucking, just until the days will end, and then just you were just there in the middle, just like, dear God, please fucking end me. Like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it makes it so worth it, and, it's something I somewhat appreciate, of being able to have those kinds of experiences, Like, having those kinds of experiences sort of, sort of create bonds that I think are, like, pretty long-term, in my opinion.
And it strengthens the one you already have with the people that who's there.
Yeah.
It's like, those, like, that's like you're spending so much time with them, and you're spending just, like, just trying to occupy the whole day, essentially, with that other person, or however many people that are there. And, shit just grows out of that.
Like you end up finding things that you didn't really know about that person through like being in there somewhat their life and things like that.
God knows I've fucking found things out about my other friends that I didn't realize that. Well,
you don't want to know.
That I don't want to know.
Well, what are some things? You know, you bring it up.
Yeah.
Give us some
So
examples.
Coby is really into Neapolitan ice cream and fucking eating my entire cabinet full of Spam, dude. Every time he'd come over in the morning, dude, on the table, like my Nanai, my helper, she knew what was up. She was like, "Oh, it's Coby. I have to make Spam for him because he fucking loves that shit." I like Spam too, but like, it would be extra special when Coby would come over. The Spam would be that much better that day.
She's all about Coby.
Yeah, she's all about Coby, dude. She's like, Benjo, you're always fucking eating Spam. You're a fat fuck. And then Coby come, oh my gosh, I have to cook this Spam for him. You know.
What can I say, man?
Yeah. It's always a good time.
Guest of
for
honor.
sure. Yeah. Guest of honor.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Am I invited again? Now?
Yeah, like, you come over now, dude.
That's crazy. Do I
got-
have to get like rapid tested or something? You know,
No.
safety?
It's fine. Don't worry. I have Neapolitan ice cream waiting on a pedestal for you, dude. Don't worry
A
about
stick?
it. Here.
Yeah, ice cream on a stick.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, keep your distance.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, another
Sophie
like
Al.
okay, just since we're still like in Benjo's house, right? Technically, in terms of story, right? Now something that I've always had let's say an issue with at his house. Whenever I slept over, is his bathroom bidet.
Oh.
His bathroom bidet is like the most pinpoint, accurate, sharp shooting, highest pressure jet stream of water you could ever shoot up your bum, dude. Like without a
You like that?
doubt. No, I don't.
You like that?
Plug it in.
Shout out my bidet.
No, I don't know. If you've never tried it, it feels like your anus is gonna bleed
If
every
you've never
time you turn
tried
it
it.
on. Yeah. No, if you've tried it.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it's cutting you because the pressure is so, like, pinpoint, right? Because, you know, like, when you sharpen a pencil and it's sharper, it hurts more because it's pointy, right? Same shit. It's just, like, one stream going all the way in, like, you know. It's
Oddly
really
specific.
bad. Like, we have this one friend. Benjo had this one friend come over, and I was there, too. I'm not gonna say it's, like, my house, okay? But he came over, and he's like, dude, I got a shit, you know?
Yeah.
He went to the bathroom, he did his business, and he tried the bidet, right? And it's not like one of those things where you hold it and you point it to your ass and you just spray. It's like it's like already installed in the toilet, and it just shoots up to you.
Oh.
Oh, those ones hurt. Those ones hurt.
So it's angled, right? So it's gonna be like right between the cracks. So he turned it on. He came back, and he's like, Benjo, I feel violated because of this fucking bidet, this toilet.
Yeah.
It's my biggest pet peeve at Benjo's house, but everything else is pretty good. He treats me well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I do treat him well. Look, man, it is powerful. Does it hurt? Dude, that's because when you turn it, you fucking go ham. You gotta turn it just slightly so that it's just a little, you know. You're talking about my bidet like it has the power of the Niagara Falls condensed into one small little fucking point of, like, no.
But maybe it's just because you're used to it. You've been using it for like your whole life,
Yeah,
man.
Benjo's
Like,
a little loose, so he's chill.
Yeah. Yeah, last time I got a colonoscopy, the doctor was like, yeah, I can see clearly. Anyway, yeah, like, it was, yeah, I don't know, the bidet.
yeah, I mean, at least it cleans it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's like the main. I guess it doesn't. It's not nice that it hurts, but get a new bidet, dude, please.
It's instant cleaning, though.
It's painful
Dude.
cleaning.
It's like
One
one
zip
little
is all you need.
Yeah, one zip, one wipe, you're done, dude. It's like a fucking pit stop. The fastest you'll ever have.
Fucking
It's like one of
pit
those-
stop.
Guido from Lightning
It's like
Yeah.
one of those
Stop.
F1
Yeah.
pit
Yeah.
stops.
Pit stop. What's the little fucking? Is his name Luigi or is it the other one?
No, it's Guido. Guido's
Guido.
the small one.
Guido.
Luigi's the yellow Fiat.
Oh, dude.
Look,
He's like,
listen.
pitch stop.
The most
I have
stereotypical name.
at least I have a bidet. You go to Orlando's house, did that? It's a tough time because
Leave.
sometimes the one toilet that does work, sometimes it doesn't work. And so what are you left to do? Where are you gonna piss? Oh, I'll just piss outside over the fucking wall. No, dude, come on.
And half the
Right.
time you're fending off spiders in his bathroom too.
Oh,
So, like,
This big, this fucking big, dude.
This
Dude,
big?
that's
That's
They're
massive.
massive.
yeah.
I'm sure Keenan can attest because that guy's slept over there multiple times.
Yeah, I remember. What was it? Would have been grade 10 food fests. There would have been like 14, 15 of us at Orlando's house, and fucking there was like a big
lot of
huntsman spider in the bathroom. I just remember everyone yelling, "We can't fucking go in! You can't go get it, can't!" I was fucking.
I didn't know everybody was Kiwi.
Yeah, everybody. This is Australia that day.
Yeah. Everyone turned Australian when they saw a fucking huge spider.
That's
Fair enough. You know, I don't blame them.
Yeah. Isn't it common in Australia anyway? Can you attest, Alex?
So I live in the city. I'm a city boy, but like I haven't seen any humongous fucking spiders. Thank fucking God, because I probably would have necked myself if I did.
Damn.
Yeah, that I fucking hate spiders with a burning passion. There's like some small ones in my room, and like I'm still debating whether or not to fucking kill it because it keeps like the insects at bay. And since it's like summer now, there's a fucking shit ton of flies. But you know, I think like out in like the bush, you'd find a lot more fucking spiders and a lot more insects. So I'd rather stay away from there. But like aside from that, like I think it's like a lot of the suburbs tend to have like the insects and a lot of animals because they share like they're on like the fringe between like some parts of the bush, and there's a lot of greenery, so there tends to be a lot more wildlife. So you'd encounter them there, but in the city, it's quite unlikely to meet the spiders that are fucking huge.
That's
Which
good.
is a great thing. Yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
someone
know.
who's just scared of it. Scared of it? Scared of it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I have such a deathly fucking fear of spiders that just I don't know. I literally the amount of times
Have you
I've
ever
screamed
seen
it.
that one animation, Alex? Sorry, about like the really cute spider.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think his name's Josh the Spider or something.
I don't know, like when I see like a little jumping spider, it still sort of creeps me out. There's something I don't really like that like when there's like an insect with like hairy legs and like fucking 8 eyes and like fangs, like no thank you. It just really
You're
disturbs.
afraid of hairy legs? Are you afraid of Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando gave me Loki spider vibes, dude. You got the hairy legs. Probably had more than 2 eyes somewhere else, dude. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It just doesn't tickle my fancy. It just makes me feel really weird. Like it makes me uncomfortable. Like the idea of it crawling around me. So I remember being in like a sleepover where I saw a fucking spider and I'm just like, I'm not sleeping. I'm just gonna stay up all night and play video games.
Yeah.
It's just like a paranoia. It sort of just makes me just not vibe with it whatsoever.
Alright, that reminds me of
Dang.
this one time I slept over. Well, I guess it's kind of a sleepover. We did like an overnight trip into Gaitai, right? And shit, like the cabin that we were in, it looked like a cabin from a horror movie. Like you just close your eyes and boom, like fucking there's like murderers outside. It really gave off the vibe because it was just like in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. And I didn't want to sleep because I was scared. So I stayed up from like 8 a.m. the previous day to like 6 a.m. the next day. Just because I waited for like the sun to rise, you know, because I wasn't risking getting murdered or anything, you know. It wasn't my vibe. It wasn't my vibe.
Smart
Welcome
man.
back, Benjo.
Thanks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's like the irrational fears when you're younger sort of keep you up at night sometimes, especially
Yeah.
when you're like a
Oh, this was
sleepovers.
last year.
Oh. Never mind.
I mean, you were younger.
Oh
You
yeah,
were
I guess
younger. You're right. I was younger because right now I am older.
Yeah. True. But I think like they sort of just. It's obviously when you're sleeping in a very different environment for like the first time, you're obviously having a hard time. Like when I
Yeah.
first had sleepover at one of my friends' houses, like I just did not have a great time because it was like the first time me sleeping there. It didn't fucking help with the story that he told me about how it's like someone died in his house and it's like one of the rooms was haunted.
What a
So-
dick.
So he's like, that's why there's always a rosary. there's a rosary on the doorknob of that room, and there's like, apparently he told me, I don't know if this is fucking true, right? But he had to get a priest to cleanse the room, and the priest said to keep the door closed because he sensed negative energy. And I'm like,
God
I don't know if
damn.
that's fucking real or anything like that, but like,
I sense
I don't-
negative energy, dude.
dude, I know, right? The vibes here haven't been checked. Totes not vibing right now, broski. So like, I knew, like, that made me so fucking paranoid. Like, and like,
Yeah.
I would start seeing shit in the corner of my eye before I go into his room. I'm like, yeah, this is where I get
Like
fucking possessed.
hallucinating.
Yeah, because like, it's the thought that he told me that, and now I'm just like, well, guess I'm fucked.
Way to haunt a kid. Damn.
Yeah,
how
I know,
old were
right?
you?
I was probably like 10, 11.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, didn't grow out the ghost phase yet, so it was fucking not a great
Yeah,
time.
I still haven't grown out like horror phase, dude. I'm still like that now. I'm horrible with it.
Dude, it's a phase? I thought this was a lifelong thing.
Yeah, it's a lifelong
Fucking is a
thing,
lifelong
you know?
thing.
The phase never ends, you know.
Yeah.
This is phase 1 of 1.
Have you guys
No
like
end in
ever
sight.
been alone in like your house or your room, and like you just felt off, like something was wrong? And
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
time,
behind you.
Yeah.
every night.
No, but like,
Uh,
is there ever a time where it's like it feels way weirder than the usual?
I've had that happen
Um,
once for sure. I don't think,
mhm.
but that it was just that one time. Then afterwards, it was like,
I think for me, it's more so when I'm like not here in my house, but like in my relative's house up in Baguio, because that house is like for real haunted, and like, you know, I just feel very uncomfortable being anywhere in that house, just because like it has that old like an old house vibe, because it was made quite a long time ago, and yeah, there's just like, especially like the basement area, like there's like no natural lighting, so you're dead if shit goes wrong. It just feels really off. We also found a spider like this big, like in like the basement area. I can find the video, but like basically we tossed a book at it and smashed it between a door because like we were drunk. All right, you know.
What
but,
the hell?
Because like, all right, I think it was like me and like 2 other guys downstairs, like in the basement area, trying to deal with the spider, and like all the girls were upstairs, just waiting for us to finish, you know, detoxing the area. And then it's just for them, they're just hearing silence, and all of a sudden you just hear 3, 2, 1, yeet, and a big slam. And
Shit.
yeah, we fancy ourselves exterminators or something, you know. We know how to get the job done.
And then you threw it out. You threw it in between the door and like smashed that shit. Like, you
So yeah,
smashed the
so
door
like,
closed?
so here's the wall, right? And here's the door, and it opens like that, right?
Yeah.
So like, the spider was here in the corner. We tossed the book there, and it didn't actually kill it. So we decided to like close the door on it too, and just keep repeating it until it died.
oh my god.
It's like one of
That's
those
really-
cartoons.
Yeah.
We made sure that it wouldn't come back, because you know that was somebody's room. Oh, by the way, one of the other guys was also just completely passed out in that room while we were doing all this. He was just on the bed, just like flat, starfished out, dead. Okay, he didn't die, but you know,
Disclaimer.
basically, you know.
I think that
it's
would have been a
funny.
war crime in the spider world.
Probably.
You know, what are they gonna do? Bite us? Yeah, probably.
Spider
Then I can become
mold to
Spider-Man, right?
Hey, true.
Spider-Man. Spidey-Goo.
Spider-Man. I remember this one sleepover where it was me and 2 other of my friends. We'll call one of them Richard, and we'll call the other one Dick. And so
Got him.
got him. And then
Dick
so
and Dick.
so yeah, it was a pretty chill sleepover for at least 75% of it. And we have a good time. There's a trampoline. We're jumping on the trampoline. You know,
It's a
we're
trampoline.
we're jumping on the trampoline. We're swimming in the pool. We're having a good time. We're watching some Gabriel Iglesias, some good comedy, and then time for us to sleep. I'm sleepy. We're all sleepy, so we go to sleep. And then
I'm loving this
Wow.
story, dude.
Yeah. Thanks, man. It sounds like a regular sleepover right now, but wait, I'm getting there. And then the next thing I know, Dick wakes me up. He's like, yo, Benjo, wake up. And so like I'm like, oh, what? And I get up and I look. Dick is full on nude. He's naked. He's not wearing anything. His cock and balls are just like dangling. And then he has like a bucket of water. So he's literally. So if this is the bed where I'm sleeping, he's like there like this with a bucket of water. Hey man, wake up. We're gonna prank Richard. And then so he read somewhere that if you put a sleeping guy's hand in hot water or like warm water, they piss the bed, right? So he goes over to Richard's place, to Richard's bed, and so Richard's just underneath like the covers. Richard's just underneath the covers, and he goes over to Richard, like, you know, his fucking ass is just like, it's just there.
Okay, why is he naked though? Why is he naked?
Because he sleeps nude. I don't know why he chose to sleep nude like the other boys. And then so he grabs the bucket, he puts it over by Richard, and he tries to put a Richard's hand in it. Richard fucking wakes up and he's like, dude, what the fuck? Richard's naked too, dude. I'm the only one wearing clothes, dude. I'm sleeping in comfortable pajamas. Richard and fucking Dick are going at it like naked as fuck, and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on, dude? So in the end, Richard never pissed the bed. He just got angry at Dick for trying to put his hand in some warm fucking water. So. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sleeping in the nude.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like another sleepover war crime.
Like,
like
if you're gonna sleep over with someone, what point do you decide I'm gonna fucking sleep naked to these dudes? Like,
Shit.
what the fuck is that kind of thinking?
To be fair, I think we were all the three of us were really, really, really close. I mean, I don't even know if you can say that's fair, but in my mind, I guess that's fair. So,
I don't know, man. I would have asked beforehand, like, you guys mind if I fucking sleep naked? But like, even then, it's such a weird fucking question because obviously,
you guys mind if my dick and balls just hang out? You guys,
like, do you guys have to like sleep straight or is someone like little spoon, big spoon?
No, in the context of Benjo's story, he was technically the minority. So Benjo should have asked if he could sleep with clothes on.
dude,
Oh, yeah, true.
that's true.
You weren't
yeah, because I was sleeping.
You weren't
Yeah.
abiding by the sleepover rules, dude. You had to sleep
wasn't.
nude, bro.
You
I
were on
didn't-
you were on a different vibe.
I didn't get the memo. Like, I was sleeping over at it was Richard's place too, so I didn't get the fucking memo. Man.
So Dick decided to sleep at fucking Richard's place nude.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't
Why not?
remember the thing. This was a while ago. But
Maybe that's to assert dominance, dude. Like, he's the real nudist in the house, dude.
it's a power play.
So
Honestly.
at what point do you decide just to like, you know, just start taking off your clothes and then hop into someone else's like mattress or bed? It's like, you know, just like what goes through your mind? Like, yeah, I think it's totally okay for me to sleep naked in someone else's bed, and I'm just gonna do it.
They must have had some sort of conversation where they're just like, hey, is it okay if I sleep naked?
They had this conversation without you. Like, they're like,
Yeah.
they like create a little small group without Benjo. Yo, do you mind if I sleep in your like sleepover nude, bro? Like, oh yeah, bro, it's chill.
I do that too. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Dude, let's do it together. Bro, come on. We can do this together.
Yo, big
Yeah,
spoon or
hold
little
on,
spoon?
wait.
Well, okay, we didn't
just
all
be
sleep
both
in the same
spoons.
bed.
So what? Was it like two guys in one bed or like
No,
all you-
no, it was.
Two guys, one bed. That's my favorite movie, dude.
Oh my god! It's a bunk bed, and then it's there's just a separate mattress all the way on the other side of the room. The room was pretty big, so
Okay, so were the two nude boys sleeping on the bunk bed, or was one of the nude boys on?
I was sleeping on the bottom bunk. Nude guy number 1 was sleeping up top. Nude guy number 2 was on the other side.
I imagine Benjo like wakes up, he looks up, and it's just a slong like protruding through the bed.
It's like he's just getting down from the bunk bed, and you just see the legs, and the next thing you know, you just see like, dear God, what am I looking at? Meet the two beds.
His dick's just slapping
Oh my
on the
God.
steps of the ladder.
Yeah. God, that was hilarious. I don't think in the moment it was that funny, but looking back,
I would be panicking slightly if I was
Yeah.
you. Two naked boys, me defenseless in my pajamas, dude. Is this where it all goes wrong?
One big bucket of warm water.
yeah.
Just to wash yourself. It's the baptizing after what they do to you.
Exactly.
Nudist baptism.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there really like a benefit to sleeping nude? I don't know. Have you guys tried sleeping nude?
I've never felt comfortable with my twig and berries just hanging out there. You know?
I agree.
Twig and berries.
I don't know. It's just kind of like, the fuck, what if it gets caught like in your blanket or something? Or I don't know. I sleep on a couch, so like, you know, I'd feel, and the couch is like, see that wreath right there? That's the front door. What if I'm butt ass naked and someone walks in the door? That's a no go for me, dude. So
I say go for them. Welcome. Go in.
Welcome. Hello. I'm glad you could make it.
The Temple of Coby.
I don't know. Do you guys sleep naked or just like?
I sleep in boxers, just shirtless in boxers, and I would wear a shirt if it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
by the
practical.
Twin Towers.
I mean, I sleep in socks. With
Just
socks.
Fuck? You sleep with socks?
Just socks.
What's wrong
That's
with
it.
Nothing else.
Honestly, if you're
Gotta
the
keep
kind
the
of
feet
guy
warm,
to
dude.
fucking sleep in socks, you're also the kind of guy to fucking have sex wearing socks. Just because you don't want to be fully naked. That's just my
that means
opinion.
you're comfy.
Get it? Comfy?
Comfy.
Dude, what the fuck? I don't know. I would only see it like acceptable to sleep in socks if it was cold. Like, is
Fair
it
enough.
cold?
It gets cold in my room.
Okay, fair enough.
You
But
live
then
in
it's
the
just so
fucking
weird.
Philippines, though. Like, open a window, heat the room up.
Nah, man. Then I couldn't wear my socks.
Dude,
What's the point?
true.
No, he's just trying to find excuses for his socks. He loves his socks more than the heat and the cold.
Maybe he
Thank
loves
you.
his socks more than his girlfriend.
Zoinks, bro.
Impossible. Impossible.
That's crazy. Shout out, dude.
Yeah, bro.
How many shout outs at this point, dude?
Shout out whoever we want to, man.
I don't know. Like, fuck. It's just so weird
Yeah.
to sleep in socks. It doesn't give you that freedom. It's like sleeping with jeans on your bed. Like, have you ever slept
that's
in your
so
jeans?
Yeah.
I do that too, dude.
It's
What the
always
fuck?
past.
What's wrong with you?
It makes me
Nah.
feel like I'm being hugged, you know?
Oh yeah, you want
By
to?
jeans. By denim. You want to be hugged
Yes.
by denim.
Yes, by denim. The material.
Jeez, I don't know, man. Fuck, that feels
No,
so
only
weird.
in rare conditions.
It's okay. When Liam grows up even more, he's gonna start sleeping with gloves on.
Yeah.
He's just gonna start like covering up every inch of his body as he gets older.
You
By
might
the-
as well
by
just
the-
dress up.
Huh?
Yeah, he might as well wear what he wants tomorrow before he goes to sleep, just so he's like ready to go.
Efficiency.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know those people that like would lay out their clothes on their bed the night before, just like, oh yeah, I got this fresh ass fit I'm gonna wear to school tomorrow, right? Okay, obviously not for us, we got uniform. But like, you know, instead of that, just wear it. Wake up, you're ready to go. You're
Dude,
already
exactly.
fresh.
You get me, dude.
Imagine by the time like
No, I
Liam's
don't.
80.
Just doesn't have to change.
Just imagine by the time Liam's 80, he's gonna start sleeping in like a full set of armor that he bought off Amazon. And she's gonna be like waking up, ching ching ching, good morning, just so fucking loud and shit.
Just like he wakes up and you just hear clanking. That's your alarm clock.
Yeah,
you don't need
that's your-
nothing else. It's just the clanking of his armor.
I guess Grandpa's up now. Full on battle suit.
Where's my breakfast?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, that's a demand right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you gotta respect the guy in armor.
True, dude.
Yeah.
Where's
what
my-
are some of
He'll have like a full set of armor, but like cotton socks at the end.
Gotta stay
the
comfy,
same
dude.
sock, the same socks he's wearing now.
The Con
Still
White
wear-
Socks, dude. The White Sock special.
Exact same pair.
Imagine how fucking degraded that pair of white socks would be if you use it for the next 60 years. Like, holy
Fuck.
shit, man.
I don't think they'd be white.
I think they'd be
Yeah,
yellow.
They'd be yellow, Liam.
Yeah.
Time for an experiment. Time to find out. There's only one way.
True. See you boys in 60 years.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
How much?
Yeah, from
like,
now on, Liam will not be part of the podcast until he finishes his experiment.
Well, I'll
I'm
come back
back.
when we're fucking 80, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking each of us
Versus
one
not
foot in the
living that
grave.
long.
Oh, true, true.
Yeah.
60? What would we be? We'd be all like 80 or something.
Well, I don't know. If we were to live on the average, we'd probably be like, what, 60, 70? But depends on what country you're averaging it as. Like, if you're gonna, like, live to oldest age in, like, Pakistan, you're probably gonna clock out at, like, 60 or something, bro. But maybe somewhere like...
That's pretty high for that country.
For, like, Norway or some parts of Asia, you probably clock out at, like, 80 or 90. So, depends on where you're from.
Aren't, like, a lot of, like, the, like, 100-plus-year-olds, like, Asian, though?
I think it's, like, Japan.
Yeah.
Japan's one of them.
Japan. They have, like, such a crazy-ass, like, you know... What's it called? Life expectancy?
Lifespan. Yeah, life expectancy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any... Those motherfuckers smoke like there's no tomorrow, too.
Well, I think it varies from region to region. Like, I know one part that just eats mostly, like, vegetables, rice, and fish tend to live to, like, 100.
Yeah, no, for real. I met a great-grandma. So, like, I was, like, this is my first time in Japan, and we were being, like, hosted by, like, this Japanese family. And we were just, like, in some province, right, called, something. I forgot. Don't at me. And the guy hosting us, he was already like 60. He was pretty old. He was already like 60, late 60s, coming into his 70s, or something around that. All the people living in his house, he had like 5 generations. He had his mom, he had his grandmother, he had his kids, and his kids' kids, all in the same house, dude. And, like, the grandmother was so cute, dude. She was old as shit.
Ooh.
No, dude, not like that. Like, not like that, bro. Like, at the time, she was, like, my age plus 100, for real, though.
Coby likes them mature.
Dude, it's not like that, man.
I promise you,
a
it's
couple
not
years.
Dude, age is just a number, broski.
But, like, it was wild, like, seeing her. Because, like, I just thought that was, like... his mom, but then I saw his mom proper, and she's like 80 something, but she's walking around like she's like in her 50s, right?
Holy shit, that's crazy.
No, but it's fair. Like everybody,
they just live such a healthy lifestyle there. You know, for the most part,
normal to like your women, like the way you like your wine, dude. Just aged.
No, we're not back to this, dude. Come on, moving on.
No, but I think like they have one of the healthiest life expectancies because of their diet and the way they live.
Yeah, for sure.
They're also super clean.
True.
Yeah, their toilets, they're bidets, dude. Benjo should invest in a Japanese toilet. Okay.
All right, we're bringing it all back together.
Washes your ass like it's like gentle streams.
Okay, but listen, my bidet gets your ass ready for war. Okay, like it's World War III. Okay, you're getting tortured. Someone brings out like the strongest bidet you've ever seen. It's also the biggest bidet you've ever seen, and they start spraying your ass. Who's gonna win? Some fucker from Japan with gentle cleaning fucking bidets, or my fucking war-ready fucking bidet, dude? That thing's gonna give your ass calluses to last you a lifetime. So you can just get prepared.
So we were talking about sleepovers. We were talking about sleepovers.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's cool.
World War III torture tactics now, by the way.
You ain't gonna make me crack.
Get it?
He pulls out the bidet. Got it.
Good one.
Pulls out the bidet and he's like, no, not the bidet, not the bidet.
Jesus.
So sleepovers.
So yeah, what brains?
It's kind of hard to segue now.
Quality content.
I mean, like I've got a couple stories still, but like I don't know if it was the same for you guys. Like when we got older, like past like high school, if like because a lot of my sleepovers after that point was mostly just because we went out for drinking and I don't want to go home yet. You know, I don't want to go home like this, and that's really the only reason why I slept over at people's houses. But at that point in my life, you know, up until like when we were still allowed to go out, every time would just be, I need to bum over because like I don't want to have to travel back home, and then go home in the morning. That's pretty much like sleepovers didn't really become a big part of my life post graduation because it was really just used as a way to, you know, rest, not necessarily hang out. But I don't know if it was the same for you guys.
I feel like I didn't have that same kind of liberal sleepover experience just because, like, especially during high school. I think they're less restrictive now, but like my parents had this rule that if they didn't meet the parents of the person I'm sleeping over at, I can't sleep over.
Damn.
Just like as a rule of thumb, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I had to be
Sleep
close.
over at shady people's houses, I guess.
Yeah. But if they live far away, it's like, how are they going to meet the parents?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Skype call them, dude.
So I hear you want to sleep over with my son.
Please fill out this form. How will you feed him?
These are the requirements you must fulfill for my son to come over. And he must be home.
Like a fucking contract.
Oh, that'd be so sad.
No, I feel you there, Liam. Although my parents were quite like liberal when it came to like me sleeping over in like the subdivision. Like if I wanted to sleep over somewhere else, like up north or down south, it'd be a bit difficult to like do so. And the one thing was, since I never had a driver, I always had to like find a way to transport
Like
between
bum a
like
ride, basically.
yeah. And I hated that. I really hated that because like it just made me seem.
Yeah, you feel bad asking
I
like,
feel
"Hey, can I get a ride?" Or
Yeah.
like I do it a lot. I ask a lot, but I also in return give out a lot of rides when I have the chance to, just to balance it out. But yeah, it's definitely like a shitty feeling. Like I don't know if your parents ever told you this. Like my mom did. Like she always said, "Never invite yourself to anything. You got to be invited or you don't go." Right? So it's just kind of like a respect thing, just like common courtesy.
Yeah.
If you're not invited, don't invite yourself to go to something.
Yeah, that's for real.
Right.
But like building on that like thing that you said a while ago, Coby. Like I've sort of noticed that I think there's like a big distinction between like sleepovers when you're younger and sleepovers when you're older. You don't really talk about things as much when you're younger because like you're just so into like you're so focused on like playing or like doing shit. I think when you get older, you have like more time to like start talking about things and like after those nights out, like when you talk to people, right? You sort of like vent of like things that are sort of on your mind, or they vent the things that are sort of on your mind, and that's like where you have your like heart to hearts and kind of thing. And I think like a big difference between like those two kinds of sleepovers is how you sort of like cut through like the niceties between it, really, because like when you're younger, you're just there just to like have fun. But I think when you get older, you have to like tolerate the person enough to like be able to like sleep in the same room as them, right?
Yeah.
And if you can't have a solid conversation with them, then like you're just not gonna vibe whatsoever.
It's not an appealing thing for you to want to actually go sleep over if the person you're sleeping over with isn't,
Like if they're a complete fucking dickhead, then like why are you there? Like you're just using the person, and I don't.
Yeah. Thankfully, Benjo's not a dickhead, so I feel great coming over.
Got good spam too.
I love you.
Nice, you don't think I'm a dickhead. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. I appreciate you.
Me too. Of you, I appreciate you.
Dude. You thinking what I'm thinking?
No.
That's tough. Never mind.
I don't know what you're thinking.
No, but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like there's not much consideration into like the whole thing of sleeping over, right? And I think it's something that you have to experience for yourself to really understand it,
Yeah.
Like my heart goes
For
out
sure.
to people that never had to or never had the opportunity to do sleepovers because it's nice. It's really nice to like put yourself in that kind of environment where you're by yourself, unsupervised in most cases, and then you just do things with like other people, and like I don't know.
Absolutely.
I think it's something to help you just become better as a person overall. It's just to help you
grow.
decide more, I guess. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, because like if you kind of think about it, that like sleepovers when you're not like in the times when you were younger and you weren't unsupervised, like that was kind of your first taste of being like in a different place that's not your house, somewhere that you are not entirely sure of in terms of your environment. So I guess there's like, in that sense, it is very much a growing experience being able to sleep over at somebody else's house because it's like now you got like so much different new waters to traverse. That, and sometimes you gotta just think of shit on the spot, when you're at somebody else's house, like, oh, their mom comes, oh shit, do I have to stand up and say hi, you know, make beso or whatever, or do I just sit here and play my games, you know? What do I do? And you have to learn shit like that, you know?
Like it really takes you out of your comfort zone, I think. And like I think that's something quite important for like kids to sort of realize is you have to get out of your comfort zone a lot.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Yeah.
I got a perfect story for that, actually. I was sleeping over at my friend's house, and he's like Dutch Thai, and like this was still the time in my life where I only ate like fucking nuggets, McDonald's, Spam, bacon, you know, just your junk shit, right? I wasn't experimental with the food I ate. And like his dad, we were eating dinner and his dad offered me salad, and I just kept refusing. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm full. I don't want to eat salad. And like my friend would never let it live down the fact that I kept saying no to this. I was just fucking take some of the fucking lettuce, dude. He would always tell me, he's like, you fucked hard. Yeah, so like that kind of told me, he's like, oh, you got to be more mindful of like, you know, it's just as a respect thing. Like they're offering you shit, you know, it's kind of rude to be like, nah, I'm good, unless you really can't eat that thing, right? You know, so there's definitely a lot of learning you can have, you know, because it also exposes you to how other people live and how their lives are like, and you know, it kind of just opens your horizons in terms of like a mindset, like, oh, not everything is like gonna be like me, you know, people have it differently than I, type of thing.
Yeah, true.
That's crazy. Like I feel like it's either that you guys have had way more productive sleepovers than some of us have had, or you guys just think about it differently. Because like I'm telling you right now, the sleepovers I've had with some of the boys, just not even some of them, most of the sleepovers I've had with the boys, not as productive, highly sexual, and also just like it's just on a different level. It's fun. Like it's definitely a good time.
that's the kind of chaos that, you know, you sort of thrive in. And like there's nothing wrong with those kinds of sleepovers, because like as long as you're having fun and you're bonding towards people, because like although you're doing things that are highly homoerotic and very sexual, there's still like the element of bonding with someone else. So like you're still bonding, right? And then you can still like vibe with the people that you're with, and regardless of like the situation, like even if you're doing dumb shit, you're doing dumb shit with friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think there's something that there's like I feel like there's this ability that when you do dumb shit with other people, and they're doing dumb shit, and you're both in equally risky situations, it sort of just makes you guys on the same level, because you're both in risk and you're both in danger. And for some reason, that like sort of just builds like a relationship between you guys, because one, you guys are both being dumbasses, but like you're being dumbasses together.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's like the same feeling as like when you ask somebody, hey, have you done the homework? And you both say no. Like, you just feel comforted in the fact that somebody else is getting fucked too.
Yeah, like if you and a friend do have to do a fucking dare because you end up you losing in a fucking like drinking game or a fucking gambling game with the boys, then you're like, take comfort in knowing that other person is equally as fucked as you are. And you may have to be doing some stupid shit together to like appease the crowd, but at least you're doing something together. Okay, that sounds wrong, but you know, you get what I mean. You get what I mean.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like I would say, actually, arguably, I don't know, for probably Benjo, Keenan, and I, most of our inside jokes came from sleepovers. Yeah, like I would say, like Mr. Bucket or hee hee.
Mig knows that one.
Yeah, Mig. Yeah.
And what was the other one? The dealer's back or whatever.
Dad, you've got porn on your iPad. Well, I don't know, was it?
No, that's the one. Yeah, there's that one too.
Yeah.
You got porn on your iPad. Shit like that.
Sorry.
What's the context of that? I totally forgot the story behind that. If any of you guys remember.
His dad was like wanted to borrow the iPad. And then he's like yelling out to his mum, like, Dad's got porn on the iPad.
Damn, that's crazy. Ronaldo's really.
Yeah, I think he's a lot of it that night.
Oh
yeah,
he had one too many.
That's
got porn on the iPad.
Sorry, not sorry, I guess. No, but yeah, like the ability to get fucking inside jokes from these kinds of situations. They just, you know, it's a nice thing because like it's like an exclusive thing between you and whoever you were with. So I don't know. I wouldn't trade away any of the inside jokes I've gotten over time because like I think it's a representation of a good memory, and we just keep it going.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of memories made in sleepovers. Like, my highlights from high school have been in sleepovers. So,
True, man. That is
like,
true.
there was this one time I shat green.
Speaking of highlights.
It's definitely a highlight.
Speaking of highlights.
Nah, okay, so I remember Benjo's. This was the same night Benjo and like another one of our friends passed out. We were at a house party, and we were all sleeping over at this guy's house. And fucking hell, man, Benjo and this other guy passed out pretty early in the night. Okay, not that early, but like their eyes were fucking bugged out open while they were asleep next to each other. Like they were staring at each other, eyes open. And I just remember... Yeah, it's just like it was a. I don't know about you, Benja. How do you remember that night?
Not much of it, no. I remember going to the house and like drinking a bit, but that's it.
Yeah, I think the reason why my shit was green the next day was because of the shit we were drinking. I don't know if you're familiar with like cruisers and breezers, those like vodka sugar drinks.
Yeah.
Basically soda, but with like spiked with alcohol. It was so bad, and I'm pretty sure I drank like a blue one and then
Yellow one.
Yellow or red or something. Regardless, it came out green the next day, and I ended up clogging one of my friend's toilets. Alright, it was clogged already before I came in, but like it was so
You just amplified
bad. I had to go. Like I couldn't keep it in. I had to go.
Fair
so
enough,
I let it rip.
man.
I let it rip, and then I flushed the toilet. I was like, "Oh shit, it's not going down; it's going up. That's not good." And I closed the lid. I was like, "Yo, I think I like fucked up your toilet." And they opened it. Like the fucking water with the shit on top was already like on the lid. It's like touching it. It's gross. It took them like a week to fix it.
Hey, man. You know, when nature beckons your name, you gotta fucking answer. You know, just gotta fucking shit.
I gotta let it rip, dude.
Yeah.
They had a nicer bidet though than yours, Benjo.
They had a bidet.
They had a bidet.
I don't remember.
No, this was at a, because remember we left the party house. This was at some like I just rode back with somebody to the north. You know how hard it is to go from the south to the north.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I could have ruined 2 bathrooms that night, but I only did 1. So,
Coby, I'm telling you, you got to make your own bidet review episode or something.
We can make a segment for Wet Brains bidet reviews, and then we just have Coby by himself talking about his favorite bidets to use. So this is the bidet I used in Japan. I rated a solid 9 out of 10 satisfaction for your butthole. Also, we're talking about sleepovers.
Sleepovers, by the way. What it does, what it do, guys. Coby's back with another bidet review. Today on the menu, we got, and then like the bidet model, or we just call it Benjo's bidet. I'll review it one day, and then I'll just have like a phone video of myself on it, and my reaction as soon as it sprays my bunghole, dude.
Spray the phone with the bidet. Okay, guys, as you can see, the bidet broke my phone's camera. But hey, it's pretty good. It gets the job done. My ass is clean.
And good content. Good content.
Yeah.
Do you want to like actually talk about how we're gonna be moving forward about our content? You know, just as like a
little
viewers,
finisher.
You know? Yeah, just a little finisher, a little update on the business, I guess. What do you want to call us?
So, Wet Brains is planning to expand its content further on. Especially with a lot of us having a break sometime soon, we would be wanting to implement a lot more content. So tune in for whatever we have in mind. I think it's best we don't say what it is yet because we're still trying to finalize some things.
Keep it a surprise,
Yeah, keep it a surprise. But I know Miguel has a lot to talk about, especially with upcoming changes for one of our favorite games. And then some of the other boys have some things they also want to do and talk about as well. So keep out for that, and just stay tuned. And the Wet Brains will be providing more content for your Christmas experience, I suppose.
We're gonna try to keep your taint tantalized over the Christmas season.
Oh, okay. We're gonna make sure your fancy's being tickled in all the right places.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that your screens are blessed with good content this year, or at the end of this year at least. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's good content. Honestly, fucking, we'll see.
All we can do is try. You know,
Yeah.
don't bash us. We're trying.
Yeah. But yeah.
Can we just? Yeah.
No, you go, Benjo.
Can we just relate everything we do to bidets at this point?
Yeah.
Like,
inside joke.
Sure.
Yeah, just an inside
We
joke.
can. I'll try to find like bidet models, and I'll just make each of us a bidet. You know,
Custom-made
like a
bidet.
character.
Perfect
Yeah.
for your.
Yeah. So can you guys send me like a mold of your ass?
Oh my god. How do you? I wonder how you even do that with home supplies.
I don't know if you can do it with home supplies.
Photocopy your, just have it scanned.
G, just sit on the scanner.
Dude, your ass kind of looking flat though, dude. Holy shit.
Dude. Oh my
Send a fax to
God.
Coby.
Fax me a photocopy of your ass.
This one's for you.
Thank
And
you.
and if it's faxed in if it's sent over in color, like you'll just see a little smidgen of brown, and you'll just be like, yeah,
All
that's
right.
about right.
That's why you need a bidet.
All right.
So you can
That's
wash
why you
that
need a
properly.
bidet.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's why you need bidet.
Guys, this is good content. I promise. Don't
I
worry.
promise we can do better. No, but
Right. Let's
yeah,
do it next time
fucking
for bidets.
shit posts aside, I think we're gonna wrap this up. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content so far, and watch out our YouTube channel because more will be coming soon.
Yeah.
So
Let
happy
us know,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Let us
it's,
know how you feel about our content, what we should change, what you like. You know, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification icon, the bell icon, so you can keep up to date with all Wet Brains going ons for the next upcoming month.
Don't
And,
forget to
find us
follow
on
our
our socials
Instagram.
as well. Yeah, our Instagram at is it the Wet Brains? I forgot. That's so
the
bad.
Wet Brains podcast. Yep.
The Wet Brains podcast. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Yeah, you can learn more about us on there as well. And now call that a wrap.